make those swings. And there's the Persephone, and there's the Arthur. So really, really powerful crackback from Josh. And then in response to the Arliss Boach trying to pop it, he just simply brings out the Persephone, which allows him to immediately grab Arthur. Just reload the page, guys. Arla's now out. It's going to search for that angel. He's going to play the Celestial Wing Seraph, get an angel. Because he played that perfectly. Because of the fact that his opponent didn't think to play the Levitine. So that's one Levitine. That's the one Levitine that Zachary plays. So yeah, there's suddenly a lot of the flyers on the field, but I mean, Josh can keep bringing things back over and over and over again. And if he has spot removal, he'll be able to make things happen very quickly. It's really going to come down to this turn, though, because of the lack of flyers. Because there are 2 flyers there, it's gonna be pretty close. Refresh the page, guys. The page, it should come back as soon as you refresh it. Yeah. See a Dark Pulse come out. Gonna have to kill something. He's probably gonna sack that Arthur so that he can just bring it right back. So he loses the Nether Empress. I think I can see why he did that. The problem here being Josh doesn't have a way to stop the onslaught of damage that he's about to deal with. Sadly, I think this game is going to go in Angel Beat's favor. There's the flyer. It's going to take all the damage. So Josh knows that he lost game 1, so we're going to go into game 2. Josh did make that crackback, but he didn't have enough answers to the angels. The early angel hits really hurt him a lot. So we go into game 2. I was able to get stream back up, guys. As I'm standing right now looking at the lists, I think that Josh needs to side into Vlad. I think, really, honestly, I think that he needs to side into Vlad, because he was in good shape and he had the mana dumps and everything. It's just he needs to do it. I mean, also the Blazer package could also be very effective. But we saw earlier, I mean, Arla was able. Zach Frick was able to beat an Blazer player. He just chose not to flip. The one thing though is with Josh's list, if he is able to survive long enough, he can put a lot of pressure on board. So against this, forcing his opponent to not J-activate and have to play a slower game with red with red answers could be what he needs to be able to close it out. So we'll have to see. I hope you guys liked what we've been doing here. Again, huge thanks to BC Comix for hosting this event, as well as ARG. Be on the lookout for more streams in the future. I really want to be doing a lot of this. So let me know what you guys thought about it. Feel free to shoot me a message or follow the Twitch. I'll try and do streams like this as much as I possibly can. And you know how you like the commentary too. I'm always looking to improve. And so if there are things that I could be doing better, let me know. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do for you guys.
I just so have it to just do it. Yep.
I mean, even though it's really bad now, like, I had the deflecting bombs, which I only played once when I was like super high. You're almost never the aggressor. This deck can go so far.
I don't have stuff to give away. Brochi, I'm sorry.
The guy,
Right. Okay.
No, I will not be doing Greater Rift runs on Diablo later tonight. Thank you, Xlade. I will be going home and going to bed.
like nobody ever remembers how that goes.
See, 2 Artemises already. I think he's going to keep that whole hand. I would keep that whole hand. And see that Blazer come out. Both players keeping everything. I don't have mats to give away. I don't. Maybe next stream I'll start giving away DMO 7.3 playmats and stuff like that.
I look really confused all of a sudden, and I'm like I feel kind of bad because I feel like.
Yeah, we have
No, I did. I was
we have some issues with the internet here, guys. It's been kind of cutting in and out a little bit, but I hope that you guys are okay with what we were able to give you. So right off the bat, 2 Artemises. See that Thunder in response. He's got that 3rd Artemis in his. Oh no, he's got a Celestial Wing Seraph in his hand. So, like I said, you know, Josh wins this game by turning off his opponent's line of play, by acting counteractively to keep stuff off board, to keep his life high, so that he doesn't get healed. So there's very interesting card right there, a Jewel Branch. I do not have hoodies to give away, unless you guys would be interested in DMO 7.3 hoodies. If people are interested in having me make some DM 073 hoodies, I would be up for it. I want to try to expand to do other merchandise, but I figured playmats would be a good place to start. So
What's your name?
there's an Angel. He's not really worried about it. Gets to the 4. And we see Carmilla. He's going to respond by sacking it to gain 300 life. He's going to tap it during the end step, making it be able to. So this is, we're not doing a second Kickstarter. So this is an interesting point. Those jeweled branches are going to help him greatly. The problem here being, if he can't get, if he can't put enough creatures out, that jeweled branch is gonna give him really hard. The mat design has already been created. It's being worked on. The artwork is being finished right now, guys. He's going to use 2 of the bow counters to shoot the Carmilla. He's going to use Stoning to Death to respond. He's going to double Stoning. That does seem like it's a huge amount of resources to use to kill that Alice, but that is very important. That Alice is a very powerful card right now. It was a 24-man event. We had 24 players. Bam. We're up to 5 stones. We have that double angel play. It's called Jeweled Branch of the Sacred Tree. But he has no protection, so Josh could easily still turn this to his own advantage. And yeah, Endless Night, just like that. It costs a lot, but it is instant retribution for those cards. If this, we got a Bedivere. He needs to reveal. He needs to reveal what he has. I guess he did still. Yeah, okay. Plays the Bedivere. So okay, so let's start up a poll. I'm hearing people want me to make more playmats. I'm hearing people say they want hoodies. I'm hearing people say they want gloves. Would you actually buy these things if I produce them? Carmilla comes out to kill the Bedivere.
I had one talked about. I don't know if we have any bases.
The Ruler School playmats will come when I get them, when they get produced. Response to these reams, we're gonna see. Oh no! Oh, he blanks it. He plays the Niflheim instead.
Every person, even before. But everybody since it.
Now the question is, would you want DMO 7.3 playmats, or would you want Ruler School playmats? Or sorry, DMO 7.3 hoodies or Ruler School hoodies? That's the question. See that another March of the Lord. He needs to reveal those things. He needs to be revealing. Hold on, I'm gonna let him know that he needs to be doing that. 1 second. Running a stream all day, I forget that it says look at, not reveal. Yep, it's look, not reveal. Thanks, guys. Again, I've been doing this all day. My brain's a little fried. I forgot what it did. If it was reveal or look. Bedivere's going to swing in and pump up for the Carmilla kill. I see, is that 3 scythes and a soulless soldier? Decides to play the soulless soldier, hoping to probably mill an Arthur.
Did you do well with it?
Uses Niflheim to mill. I definitely think he's trying to hit an Arthur right now. Arthur is very important for him. And there they are. Hey, there's 2 of them, even better. Yeah, that Arthur is very important for him right now. Yes, it can be tapped, but it is still very important for him to hit. And then he's going to bring it back into play. This puts him in a much better position. Yeah, sure, he's able to tap down stuff, but he's able to at least put creatures on board for a crackback. He's been able to survive this long, so he's able to put creatures on board for a crackback. Looks like 2 scythes, trying to see what that other card is in his hands. Looks like a stoning to death chance. Bedivere to RFG. Ooh, that is a painful hit to have that Bedivere hit that Arthur.
Yeah, let me look at case with you in just 1 second. Let me give this a call.
Someone is going to have to put damage on board. The problem is, just like we've seen with the other lists, because of Bedivere removing it from the game, it is a very powerful response to. Wow, it's a very powerful response to Arthur. Now we see that Celestial Wing Seraph come out, and then a Gwyber for 1. That is a lot of damage to be able to commit. And none of them have that -2 anymore because Arthur has been removed. So he's gonna pump up the Soulless Soldier to be able to trade with the Bedivere, which I think is a good call. However, next turn it's going to be very important. A Mount Immortal to try to save himself some life. A second Mount Immortal, so now all of his stuff's going to get -4, -4. That saves him a lot, actually. That helps him a lot. He's going to sack it in response to gain 300 life. That actually gives him a lot of survivability, thankfully, to be able to stay alive for a little while and get more presence. It also means that, the smaller angels and stuff like that Zach Face can't be used anymore. So, I mean, now that Bedivere is only 300, that Celestial Wing Seraph's only 7, or is only 4, and the Gwyber's only, 7. Sorry, 8. So, a grand total of 1,500. Another Invigoration. Looking at the top 4 cards. Ooh, that is rough. That is rough. I think you do have to grab the Percival at this time. Cosplay Alice, Artemis. There's the Levitine. Oof. That is going to be a very bad thing for Josh, unless he's able to discard it, make him discard it. But if I was in Zach's shoes, I would probably just straight play that right now, just to make sure that that's going to resolve. Because your opponent's tapped out, so you need to. There's 400 damage there. It's 300 damage there, so it's 700. And then there's 800 damage there, so 1,500 damage to Josh. Putting him down to 2,500. That Levitine, if he chooses to play that Levitine right now, he doesn't risk losing a Soul Hunt. Because if Josh doesn't do a Soul Hunt, it's going to be pretty tricky. Oh, finally Grubalesta decides to make its appearance. Gonna try to bring back that Arthur. Plays the Arthur. Now his entire field has a -6, -6. 3. Scion. So we're gonna deal some quick life trading there. Putting him down to 42 versus 29. Problem here being because of that Jeweled Branch. Plays the Death Scythe, he plays the Scythe. He knows he's going to get those things tapped down. Responds by giving -2 to the Seraph, who gets pumped in response to it. Things are still moving on the chase. This is, I think...
Well, it's like this ends up being quite a bit. We might be able to talk.
He's gonna use Arla to pump up his guys that have flying.
That was like, ooh, I would love to see them stay in the store.
So he's gonna do it twice. So getting an extra 400, essentially mitigating a lot of the work. Everything that's not dark is getting a -6 right now on both sides of the field. Every light resonator is getting a -6. So Bedivere is going to do 100. Gwyber's going to do 1,000 because he pumped it up twice. So that's 1,000 damage. Bring him down to 19.
Yeah, so I changed my list. Their boxes are far.
And then there's going to be 200 damage from that.
No, not working out.
I'm going back to vehicles.
Put him down to 17. Just going to do 3. Going to play the Alice, which has a strength of 100. And at that, he's going to pass. I think. Sounds like he might pass. I still think he needs to play that Levitine, because a Dark Pulse is going to be potentially very bad. Sorry, not a Dark Pulse. A Soul Hunt could be very bad at this point. And it's a simple 1-drop spell. Another Scion for a quick little life gain swing. 3,800 to 21. But again, I mean, he's buying time, but it's not really helping him any, because stuff's just gonna get tapped down and other stuff's just gonna fly through. This turn, you're gonna see that Levitine come out. He's gonna pump Alice for 200. He's gonna use probably, I imagine, using Arla twice to pump some other stuff. He's gonna pump up Alice again. Then he's gonna untap everything. So Alice has now gained 400. So Alice is now a 500 strength reso. And Zach's just doing some math in his head. Especially since he has those bows too. He can make some stuff. He can make stuff happen. Everything should be untapped. His resonator should be untapped. Hold on, I got it. 1 second. Quinn is in top 4. I don't know how he did. I don't know how he did in his top 4 matchup.
Half an hour. I just got a text back from him. Okay. I get a text. There's something way back at 7, so we should be What the fuck? I'm like, see that deal, bro? 10 minutes you can play. You're just like,
Tell him we have his mom.
let's get someone.
No, don't do that.
No.
It's not your phone.
Tell him we have
Yeah,
There he goes, guys. Yeah, it was enough damage from Zach to be able to fly over Josh's stuff. Just the pressure from the Flying Angels is very tough. When they have so many different ways to pump themselves anyway, Arthur isn't able to do much. So that's top 4, guys. Angel Beats is moving into top 4. I'll see what the other list is, and I'll let you guys know. But until then, thanks so much, and I'll be right back. As we are moving into the finals here, it is Zach Frick playing Angel Beats versus Quinn Kateki playing 28 Regalia later. Zach is going to have the choice because he was the higher seed, so let's see how it goes.
Alright, Kyle, I need you.
What's up?
I just need a purchase thing.
Like this. What's up? How much is it?
Alright.
Alright, cool.
2 troops.
Yeah, 90 minutes.
Not doing that today, though. Not gonna have that. Everyone's together today. We're hanging together.
Okay, so first
Trying to build Valentine, that seems kind of important to have.
Enemy now.
they were best friends.
No, I don't need the stamp ruler. I don't really care for the stamp rulers.
You've seen a stamp ratio? It's because of well, we play players that are going to get the blades half the time.
You didn't even know. I want to get a flag.
Is it weird sleeping in your house?
Take the foil off the card.
It's weird sleeping without my cat on it.
So the flag doesn't actually have a
Right now she's at our old.
Nobody actually flips.
So, yeah, now I need the cheaper parts in the deck. I don't know if I'll have
Today.
I'm probably going to play machines.
She's going to be an outside cast. She wants to be there.
Just because, like, that was my time deck and I'll never know.
Kyle,
This is my, like, alright, I'm going to do a party. I got to practice attack. That's not
Aaron, I'm going to need you to be doing this.
I want to be person on the table.
Parker's figuring his own life
That's the hardest part.
You guys each have.
No, I spent mine.
Okay, guys, here we go.
I'm trying to put a
We're not doing underwear. There was no Valentina lists in the stream today, guys. There were no Valentina lists at the event today. We are seeing Angel Beats versus 28 Regalia later. So Regalia deck, Quinn Kateki versus Zach Frick playing Angel Beats. Both playing Arla to start.
Oh, you have more of it than I do. I need more. I need a lot of things.
So you see that Percival come out first. Ooh, completely whiffs off the Percival. But he does have that Artemis right off the bat, which is very, very good for him, because now Quinn has to have protection for his Arla when it flips, otherwise it will get destroyed. And he has to have protection before he hits Arla, because as soon as Arla gets on the field, he will be able to kill it with the Artemis, as long as he saves it. Second stone, it is the Almerius. Little wingman of Armala. Trying to get in that 200 damage. It's going to go through. I've really enjoyed doing the commentary today, guys. It's been really fun with you guys. Cheshire Cats. He's really hoping right now Quinn is having to rush to get to that Queen's Butler. He does look like he has one in hand though, so that's very good for Quinn. Forces the little one to block, goes into the block and has to take the damage and gets sacked. So he forces the block. Oh, and just outright he's gonna pop the. Ooh, I don't know how I would have done that. I don't know if I would have done that. I feel like taking 200 damage is okay. Oh, sorry. You want to see the 28 regalia list? Maribel's gonna pop the Artemis. So 28 regalia later. 4 Percival, 4 Cheshire Cat, 4 Queen's Butler, 4 Horn, 4 Levi, 4 Gleipnir, 4 Artemis, 4 Maribel, 4 Death Scythe, and 4 Excalibur. So just all the regalia possible. 4 Queen's Butlers, 4 Cheshire Cats, and 4 Percivals. That's it. We see that Winged Lord. I think in this position, you definitely need to grab that Alice, the Guardian. It's definitely the one that you want to grab. Yep, because if he can't kill it, it is going to be able to spot remove a Queen's Butler, which could be very, very, very important. Again, putting that pressure out, and it can be outside of getting bowed very easily. So he's going to drop Gleipnir to draw another card. There you see the second bow. The 28 Dave's Regalia deck. 4 Percival the Holy Grail, 4 Cheshire Cat, 4 Queen's Butler, 4 Horn of the Sacred Beast, 4 Leviatine the Demon Sword, 4 Gleipnir, 4 Artemis, 4 Maribel, 4 Death Scythe, and 4 Excalibur. So the Cheshire Cat forces the block, uses 2 of his counters to burn it. Now that Queen's Butler is out and it's safe, and the Cheshire Cat. So now you see that he has a lot of regalia open. He's gonna put in Death Scythe, put in the Excalibur.
What weapon does he have? Oh, he's got the last cannon,
Another of that Invigoration of the Winged Lord. We see the Seraph come out. The other Arla list, Zach Frick. Angel Beats. 4 Alice the Guardian of Dimensions. 2 Ragnarok the Divine Sword of Savior. 4 Artemis the God's Bow. 1 Leviatine the Demon Sword. 4 Celestial Winged Seraph. 3 Dignified Seraph. 2 Bedivere the Restorer of Souls. 4 Invigoration of the Wing of the Lord. 4 Heavenly Garden of Armala. 4 Percivals the Seeker of the Holy Grail. 4 Little Angel of Armala. 3 Dreams of Juliet. And 1 Gwyber the White Dragon. I definitely think that this is the moment where Arla's going to flip. Yep. He's going to play a Percival. I can imagine, yeah, oh my gosh, 2 more bows. Yeah, he's going to grab the other bow. I can imagine. Yep, he does decide to keep the other bow. More counters for Quinn. Things are definitely not looking good for Zach. The one thing that Quinn has been doing that is actually very interesting is he's been using Gleipnir. He's going to block with the thing and shoot it with a bunch of bows. Shoot it with 2 bows. One of the things that Quinn's been doing that's very interesting is he's been using Gleipnir and then swinging in with a Cheshire Cat to force his opponent to block with what he wants with Cheshire Cat, shuffle it back in, reset his deck. That is a lot of damage. Let's see. It looks like 1 from Death Scythe. So that's, I think, 1,300. So puts him down to 27. 2 pumps for 2 pumps total for Arla for 1,300 damage. I'll go over side decks once we get into when they're actually siding, guys. I'll go into the side decks for each one. The deck lists are going to be uploaded later. On the pictures of the top 8 lists will be put on the Facebook group. The champion interview will be on my channel tomorrow. There's that Seraph comes out. This puts him in a better position in a sense, because he does have 2 flyers to be able to block. But again, in the end, he can just he used that entire Artemis bow to remove that flyer. Second Maribel. Another Queen's Butler for double protection. Unfortunately, I'm sad to say it, but this game is locked in Quinn's favor. And there's another, he tapped once, so that's another 1,100. $1,100. So, oh, sorry, 13. Oh, he's just going to go for game right now by banishing Resonators to pump up. Yeah, so that's Quinn pumping it up. That's a very interesting call, too. He used the Cheshire Cats to be able to untap and retap Levitines to take it. So moving into game 2. You all know you don't want... I mean, the Regalia deck is good. I'm not going to say that it's not. It's not my favorite deck, but I mean, there was only 2 in the top 8, so other decks did well too. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. You know, it wasn't 8 Regalia decks, so I'm okay with that. To me, the meta was healthy today. I'm very happy with how the meta turned out today. The sideboard for Quinn, if you're interested, very interested list, is Kain, the Trigger of Gods, Little Red, the True Fairy Tale, 4 Justice of God Swords, 1 Breath of God, 4 Magic Stones of Heat Ray, and 4 Magic Stones of Gusting Skies. So what he does is he takes out the Light Vapors. I think he either takes out the Light Magic Stones. I think he takes out the Light Magic Stones and the Almerius for either the Heat Rays or the Gusting Skies, if he's going to play Little Red or Kain, whichever one he needs. The Little Red, the True Fairy Tale, is excellent in the mirror, especially or for decks that you know they're going to side into Blazer, because Little Red is completely safe from Blazer. So you can just say, well, that was good for you. You're still not going to flip. So very, very good tech from Quinn. The sideboard for Zach was a Blazer, 1 Abel, 2 Maribel's the Steel Doll, 2 Death Scythe, 2 Glimpse of Kaguya, 2 Return to Stories. Interesting. 2 Return to Stories, 2 King's Servant, and 3 Jeweled Branch of Harai. So that is the 3. That is the 2 lists, guys. The top 8 was 3 Blazer Knights, 2 Regalia dot deck, a Rezard, a Blazer Control, and the Angel Beats. Top 4 was Blazer Knights, Regalia, Quinn's Regalia list, Angel Beats, and the Rezard player. And now we have the Angel Beats versus the Regalia deck. If you guys want to watch any of these matches later, or if you guys want to watch any of this stream later, the stream will be back up. Will be posted on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be putting it up on the YouTube channel, so you can rewatch it. It's gonna be a pretty long video, but you will be able to watch the whole thing and skip through everything and rewatch stuff on the YouTube channel if you want.
So I got a 5, so if I do get it on, like I said, Eternal Warrior, feel no pain on 4+, and Relentless. Yeah. So my death company is just going to be Death Plus.
And then if you fairy or put a little fairy fire thing on them.
See that Breath of God come in on Quinn's side. Let's see if he decided to switch rulers.
I will spell it.
See that Maribel and the the Levitine already. That could be pretty good. Oh, nope. Yep, there it is. So we see the Blazer versus the Quinn. So another complete first turn with. Oh, he's going to grab the Percival with the Percival. When Artemis comes out, unfortunately now it only has 2 counters, which is a problem. That's the one thing that people think, is they think that Blazer just is an immediate response to 28 Regalia. It's not. It's really not. You have to play smart. You have to play smart. Otherwise you're gonna get beat. Simple as that.
What I say we do is say it's my second phase, we'll do it every second phase. 1, 2, 3, she gets to do 9, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So
Oh, it's the flying. Yeah. That's the way to go right now.
we'll see what's going on here. Looks like that Lancelot got grabbed.
I guess it's only going to matter if you
Wait, no, not Lancelot. There is no Lancelot on the list.
I don't have any, like, weak players. I guess it's going to play. You got,
I got what you like. Not just all of us bumping each other.
So lots of Percivals coming out. Lots of Percivals. Yeah, Scythe plus Blazer is a thing. However, a good Regalia player is going to be able to play around it. Simple as that. You need to be thinking almost 3 steps ahead of a Regalia player in order to win. We've been testing with a list that I think really has a chance against it. Again, we're not in a Regalia. We're not in a really, other than these ARG things, we're not in really a format where this deck's going to be around for very long, guys. It's not like this is going to be at a regional. It's not like this is going to be at Worlds. It's not. It's going to be at small events like this. It's going to be at Win-A-Boxes. It's going to be at state championships. It's not even going to be at Nats. So people could say that, personal opinion, is the deck annoying? Yes. Is the deck good? Yes. Is it something to to be super, super annoyed by and say that the game is going downhill? Absolutely not. It came at a time where events like the one we have today are the mainstream, are the biggest events we're going to get. And honestly, I'm okay with that. If this came in right before, if this deck came in right before, of the regional season, yeah, I'd be really angry. But we're in a season that's not that way, so it's just I'm not super annoyed. So 2 Percivals are gonna swing in, getting 3,600 or getting 400 damage in. David, it is an angel mid-rangey deck. It's a mono white Arla angel mid-range deck. That is what Angel Beats is. Cheshire Cat's coming out. He did all 3 Percivals hit? Thought he tried to stop it, but thank you guys. Levitine's out, so now that Arla's going to be able to be quick about it. Swinging with the Percival. It's going to get sacked. There's really no point in sacking it in response because he has just more bows, so he can just keep hitting you. I definitely just, yeah, there's the other sack for the bow. Just we have a very clear field in Quinn's favor. He's going to be able to tap all that stuff. He only has the 1 Levitine to pump himself up, but he is going to be able to tap all that stuff. If I was in Quinn's shoes right now, I would just go for it. I would go to put that extra pressure on. You've got the Maribels. Yep, he's got the Maribels. So even if his opponent has, even if his opponent kills him, he's going to be able to stall out. That's 1,100 damage from that. That's 1,100 damage from that Arla. 1,300 damage from that Arla. He's going to be able to stall out with Cheshire Cats and stuff like that to be able to start playing those Maribels every turn and crashing in anyway. Arla side is honestly the best, in my opinion, is the best version of the Regalia deck. It has the most answers. It has a really solid way to be able to save itself during the draw. Oh, he's going to try to draw. I think he's trying to draw into that Scythe. He unfortunately didn't get it. Which is kind of sad, because if he did have the Scythe, then at least he would have been able to turn things off. Plays the Maribel. Pops. Gonna pop the Levitine. Pop the damage pump. Honestly, I would have popped the Maribel. You gotta stop those Maribel plays, because what's gonna happen is he doesn't have Imperishable. He has no way to gain Imperishable, but he's able to discard and make it untargetable with the Breath of God. So it's not gonna be able to be protected. So excellent play by Quinn there to bait out the Blazer hit. He's now in perfect position to win the game. He's baited out the Blazer hit. The Blazer can't hurt him. His Arla can pump up really big. It's flying, so he can ignore the Blazer completely. He's got protection for his Cheshire Cat. Really, that card is just. Oh wait! Oh, you're right. He couldn't have discarded for the cost. Hold on 1 second. You guys are absolutely right. 1 sec. Right, it is an easily repairable game state, so we were able to take a step back, retrace everything because we were still on the same turn. Easy to repair, so that Blazer did successfully kill the Arlalist. I've been watching this whole time, guys. I've been watching the whole time. Don't worry, I'm not gonna let you guys down. Because of that play, Zach could still win this. Because those Maribels are now Quinn's only win condition. He doesn't have any Gleipnirs up, and he has the Blazer. So he can play his Angels and still possibly make things happen. They're just basic light stones. This is why I watch, guys. This is why, even though I'm on stream, I am judging this event, even though I'm doing the commentary, and I have to maintain game state. I have an obligation. It was a missed call. It was a misplay. It was an easily repairable game state, so we take a step back. You have to. You have to, especially in finals.
I just had to check and see if I have any as well. Right?
No, we had already backpedaled. The Levitine had been destroyed. The Levitine had been destroyed by the Maribel. That was allowed to resolve. Then the Blazer was flipped. After that was all allowed to resolve. All of the first place were legal. The Levitine pitch for the Breath of God was not possible. That is an easy to repair game state. You could track the cards. Everything could have been tracked. Everything was exactly as it should have been. However, I will give it to Quinn. Both players were very respectful of when I walked over and we repaired the game state. I have a high amount of respect for both of these guys for playing the way they did. So. Yeah, he has to control Levitine in order to produce the will. He couldn't have produced the will, so that had to be repaired. All the deck lists will be posted later today, guys. They will be posted later today.
Dinner and a movie sexy.
I'd say probably 4 games.
The Lave had been on the field and in his hand. What happened was a Maribel was played by Zach and allowed to resolve. Zach used Maribel to pop the Levitine, preventing him from being able to produce Regalia. He allowed that to resolve. He kept the Levitine in his hands. Blazer was flipped. Quinn attempted to use the Levitine in his hand to produce a will to play Breath of God. However, we stopped. We were able to stop it because it was still nothing else had transpired. The cards were easy to track. Quinn would have been unable to produce that red will because Levitine was already dead. He has to control a copy of Levitine to produce will with Levitine. So we were able to rebind the state, very simply able to rebind the state. Quinn was given a gameplay error warning, and Blazer was allowed to resolve. Going to tap down the Queen's Butler. The Queen's Butler. What you guys are talking about with the World's Judge, I have no comment about that. It was a situation that happened. All we can do is try to learn from it. That situation has taught me how to be a better judge, and I'm putting it into practice now. I think you grab the wingman at this point. Yep. With the invigoration.
What's the range on it?
6 inches.
So we're gonna start seeing those Mary Bells come out. The trick here is he is going to be able to. He's going to use the So there's what's going to happen. He's going to use the field spell to try to target it. And then he responds with the Breath of God with his last 2 will to draw a card and make his Mary Bell hexproof. Yeah, as head judge, I'm mandated to maintain game state. If I wasn't doing commentary, I'd be sitting at the table. So I have to do it from here as well. So it looks like he decided to take. I think he's deciding whether or not he wants to block with his wingman. He did take the 1,000 from Maryville. Tapping for a stone. It's that little red. It's going to probably call light. 5 plays the Herald. There's no hoodie giveaway. I have the gloves. The gloves, you guys want the gloves on stream? When I go to shake the players' hands, I'll go wear my gloves. There you go. More mats are going to be produced in general. Elite Ruler School playmats. We might produce DM073 playmats. But I definitely think that people are saying that they want hoodies. So we're probably going to make Ruler School hoodies a thing. Marybell is going to come in, have 1,000 damage on board. It's going to go to block the Marybell. 1 bow. 400 damage. 2 bows for 400 damage. So that's 800. And a Justice of God sword to deal 500 damage to it. So 1,000 more damage to Zach. He's going to play another Cheshire Cat. Do I use the gloves for everything? When I play in events or when I do my recordings, I absolutely do. Here's a question. Do you guys want me to try to do here's a question. Do you guys want me to try to do my player interview as what I would do for my channel, or would you like to have me have Quinn come over here and talk to me on the stream after the event? Or sorry, whoever wins. Sorry, whoever wins after the event.
They have the ball with 20 seconds left.
Outside events, no, I don't wear my stuff outside of events.
38-0 game.
No, I don't use my gloves for everyday use. 400 damage. It's gonna block that. 200 damage from the Angel or from Percival. You guys want to talk about stream? Why do I wear the gloves? Yes, I will have the gloves on the stream if we talk about it on stream. The reason why I wear the gloves is because when I play in a feature match, you cannot see my face. And I wanted something that makes me recognizable as a player when I'm playing in my game. So you're like, oh yeah, that's him, as well as being able to be something that stands out when I'm at an event. So I have the gloves because you see my hands. And so there it is. That's the reasoning for the gloves, guys. Oh, wow. So he's got to grab a little wingman of Armala from Celestial Wing Seraph, which is not the best. Oh, but I see why he's doing it. He needed to play the Gwyber. So he's able to get the Gwyber out. So Zach could turn this around. He only has one Maribel left. And still no Gleipnirs. This could definitely easily go to game 3 if Quinn doesn't play this a little bit. If Quinn doesn't play this right. It could also very easily go in Quinn's favor. Either way, either player is in a position to be able to win here. At that point, Quinn decides to go ahead and scoop. He knows it's going to have to go to game 3. I think that's a fair call. He has a better chance going first in game 3 and just putting his pressure, not potentially making that mistake again. So we're going to go to game 3, guys. Never said that finals wouldn't be exciting, right? Looking at the lists, if I was Zachary, I would put in more Maribels, hands down, if he doesn't already. I don't really know what else you put in. I think part of me says you need to side out Blazer, but he allows something happening. I think that Quinn, if I was Quinn's position, I honestly would play the Little Red, and I really hope he does. I really hope he sides into Little Red, the True Fairy Tale. He's got the pressure. The only reason why he lost that game was because of the Little Red play, or the Breath of God play. So if he puts in Little Red, the True Fairy Tale, Blazer is literally a moot issue. And he can just have Little Red out all day. For those of you who are wondering what the misplay is, I'm going to talk about it real quick. The fix that I made. So, the board state was such that Quinn had a Levitine and a Breath of God in his hand. Zach and a Levitine on board. Zach plays Maribel, no response from Quinn. Use Maribel to sack the Levitine, no response from Quinn. Zach flips Blazer, and then in response to that, Quinn ditches Levitine to produce the extra will needed to play Breath of God. However, he could not have produced will with Levitine because he didn't control Levitine. So that turn ended, we moved into Quinn's turn, he drew. It was at that point that I noticed the mistake, and I backed up. We were able to recreate, very easy to reestablish game state. Quinn was given a game error warning. Very easy to reestablish game state back to where it was. The Breath of God was not allowed to resolve, and the Blazer effect was allowed to resolve, and Quinn, his card was destroyed.
I never looked at the take one.
Okay, we're back. And we're back. Levitine is out already. Second Levitine is out already. He did not side into Little Red. I'm seeing that. Interesting play that he didn't go for Little Red. I would have gone with Little Red. I think it secures your lines of play easier. I do agree that Arla is a very solid choice. I will say that absolutely. But Little Red removes any possibility of error in that situation. It literally removes Blazer from being a threat completely, regardless of what he's going to do. So I honestly would have done it. He also has 4 Gusting Skies in his sideboard, guys, so he would have been able to side into the Gusting Skies with the Moonshades to be able to produce green from 8 of his stones. Or sorry, 6 of his stones. Because he ran 2 Moonshades in the main. Yeah, as I said, I think that Little Red would have been a very solid call to play here. 95 people on stream, guys. Thank you all so much. Really excited to have this first stream that I've done on the channel. Have so many people watch it. You guys are awesome. If you want to see more stuff from this in the future, go support the channel. Go subscribe to DMO73. It helps us out. So, Invigoration of the Winged Lord coming out. Seeing Alice. I'm going to see that Alice get played. Hands down. Yep. Percival's going to swing in for 200. That 200 is going to go through. How did... Oh. Alice got killed already. The streamer is... I am DM073. I am the YouTuber DM073. Arla's coming out. He used all 4 counters off the Artemis to kill the Alice. We're going to see, it looks like 2 taps from each. So, I don't know how much damage that was from that. I'm going to go track it. 1 second, guys. Oh, whoops. There's another Alice out there. Can be protect. Oh, he doesn't. But he leaves. He doesn't have a blue to be able to protect it.
I mean, I guess I do too. I just gotta get in the range of
Seeing lots of stuff. I honestly think that you grab the Gleipnir. Yeah, you keep the Gleipnir there. You need to be able to force blocks. And he's going to immediately remove all the counters on it. And he's going to respond by RFGing. Ooh. Ooh, goodness. This could end badly for Quinn. This could actually end very badly for Quinn. If Quinn can't kill him this turn, this could end really badly for Quinn. That play right there, that RFG of that Queen's Butler, could have cost Quinn, cost him the game.
But then again, I also don't want to sacrifice too much of what I like about Blood Angels for everything that upgrades them, because they're like, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I might be wrong with the math,
Front armor 12.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the math there as well, guys. Okay. Life. There's 2,300 damage from that swing. Putting Zach at 200. Yes, that is a lot of damage. However, that he has no Artemises. He has no protection because of Queen's Butler is gone. His if there's a Maribel. If there's a Maribel. If there's a Maribel. Oh, he forgot to shuffle the Cheshire Cat back in, guys. That's what's going on here. He shouldn't have even drawn the Levitine. If he plays this right, Zach can, because that guy is now dead, is that Arla is now gone, or the Queen's Butler is now gone, he can win this. They're established. They're fixing it back up, guys. The Cheshire Cat needed to be shuffled back in. There was only it was the only card in his hand. Very easily to respond. If he can get rid of the Levitine this turn, or if he has Death Scythe, Maribel, double Maribel. Pop loses a thing. Regalia, lots of people popping Regalias on both sides. Death Scythe comes out. Blazer's gonna get destroyed. Oh goodness. Guys. Just like that. Just like that. This could go in the favor of... With 200 life left, this could go in the favor of Zach. He's got no Artemises. He's got no way to deal burn damage. He's got Angels. Blazer doesn't get destroyed. No, he gets gameplay error warnings, guys. It takes 3 gameplay error warnings to indicate a game loss.
Yes. First time I rolled defensive dice, I died.
This one's going to go to your right.
Oh, but he can't grab the Herald. He does get 2 counters. This is actually in a really good position because that Gleipnir can come out, yes. However, the both of the creatures that he has can be sacked in response to the Gleep. So he's gonna pay 200 life. No, the Regalia got banished. The Queen's Butler got banished because it was hit by Alice earlier in the game, guys. Quinn is out of cards. This is going to be very close. He's going to pump up his Armala. He's going to untap. He's going to attack in. Oh, he's going to call for a stone. Okay, I can see why he would call for a stone. He's going to go for 5. Seraph. It was already removed before. It was already removed. It wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been possible. Well, this is the game state we're in. Staring down a board of angels and other angels. Why is it? Oh, Quinn is shuffling his deck. The regalia needs to be shuffled. Fix that as well. He also has cute little angel to give himself some extra life. He's going to give. He's going to gleep near the angel. No, Butler was removed from game by Alice. He's using Gleipnir to force the block. Levitine or Excalibur at this point. Neither of which really does much. With no, he's hoping to draw back into those Marybells. At this point, he's hoping to draw back into Marybells. He did not. He's gonna banish. He's gonna banish it to recover 300 and take the 200 from the Percival. So he is down to gains 300, takes 200. He's at 300 life. He did, but he blocked, and he was gonna block. Bull came out, and he responded by banishing to that. He responded by banishing the angel to gain 300 life. And that Quinn's gonna pass. Oh, that is a spell that is going to be very, very good if he plays this correctly. That Invigoration of the Winged Lord is very, very powerful right now because it allows him to be able to swing in and then untap. So I can't say anything, but we'll see what he decides to do. He decides to play another flyer. I think he's trying to wait it out, so he's going to swing in. Oh, because he can also gain life when this attacks. That's very, very clever. He's going to be able to gain 900 life when he swings in with that angel. Because it is, you gain 300 life per angel you control. He could have done that as well. He could have banished the angel and blocked to something else. He decided not to. No, actually, I think this is a really good play because he's going to attack and he's going to gain 900 life. So he's immediately back up to 1200. And Quinn's going to take 1,000 from that. That's an immediate improvement in his position. Gleipnir to force the Percival. If Quinn cannot kill this turn, is it each other angel? It's 900. Every other angel you control, including itself. So he's going to banish it in response. He's going to take the 200 damage because he has to. Putting him down to 1,000. At that point in time, this is going to be Quinn's game. Because he's going to be able to play that Invigoration, and everything's already flying, and Quinn can't recoup at that point. You're going to see 1,600 and then 1,000 damage just like that. There it is. Quinn knows he can't win. So Zach Frick is your champion with Angel Beats, guys. Give it up. Let him know. Good job. I'll get him on the stream here in just a second. We will get him up. So just give us a few minutes. Go ahead and let me know what your questions are for him. We'll get the interview here in a sec. Did my mic. We're setting up the interview. We'll be right back. Okay? I'm gonna go get him right now.
My guys are getting right there.
Oh, don't throw away the cards. Come on in. Scoot you in here. There we go. Say hi, everybody. Hey. So my main man, Zachary Frick, playing Angel Beats. So first off, before I go into the actual deck list, what made you want to play Arla today?
When I first started playing Magic the Gathering, which was my first card game,
Okay.
I loved Angels.
Angels was your thing?
Yeah, so as soon as they started revealing Angels, I was all about it.
Okay, so you're all about them Angels. Okay, cool. So what? Let me see. Let's go through the list here. So a lot of people. The one thing with Angels was it. You also had some Knights of the Round Table in here. I'm gonna go through the list again really fast. 4 Alice the Guardian of Dimension, 2 Ragnarok, 4 Artemis the God's Bow, a Levitine, the Demon Sword, 4 Celestial Winged Seraph, 3 Dignified Seraph, 2 Bedivirs, 4 Invigorations, 4 Heavenly Gardens, 4 Percivals, 4 Little Angels, 3 Dreams of Juliet, and a Gwyber. I'm interested in the Bedivere. Why Bedivere?
Honestly, outside of the Kane Regalia deck, that's the only thing I really didn't get to play test a lot. It hit almost everybody.
It hit everybody?
It hit almost everybody. Even if I call the whites, even if I get my Pure Stone and call red just to Bedvar somebody, it was.
Yeah, it did itself well. I watched you hit people with Bedivirs all day.
And then with the Legendary Stone, I can give them flying. All that.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you make all the money? So for coming in first place, you get $400 in store credit to use today. That's a lot of product. An invite into Nats, and a 50-point token card, which gets you a first round bye. So have you been to a Nat level tournament for any kind of game?
No.
So not even for Magic?
No.
So this is your first time being able to make it to like a major event. Yeah. So how's that feel?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I gotta start making plans.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I mean, Orlando, go to Disney World.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, yeah, it's great. While you're there. Let's see. Everyone's saying good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. One question that I had for you here. What cards do you think underperformed in your list?
Cards underperformed?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, what would you don't know?
I don't know.
Here's your list if you want to look over here real quick.
Probably the Ragnarok. It was either really good or did not.
Yeah, I was watching the game and I saw you had it in hand a couple times. What was your initial thought of having the Ragnarok?
I play tested Bahamut before I left, and I got basically destroyed.
Okay.
So I thought I could. Yeah.
Was it so that you could have some life gain back against Bahamut? So like if you got put too low, you're able to recover, put a Ragnarok on something and bring it back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Start.
Cool. Yeah, I thought about Ragnarok a little bit, for God's Arting. If Arla starts killing stuff, you can gain a whole lot of life with that. Did you God's Art once all day with Arla?
Not a single time. I played Blazer all day.
Did you really? So what were your matchups? So
round one, Round Knights, Blazer.
Blazer Knights, okay.
Yeah, Blazer Knights. Round 2, Blazer Knights.
Blazer Knights.
Round 3, Blazer Knights.
Blazer Knights.
Round 4, Blazer Knights.
Blazer Knights.
Vlad.
So Blazer, Vlad.
Yes.
Awesome. And then in top 8, you played. Your top 8 match was
Blazer Knights.
Blazer Knights. And then you played
Rezar. Yeah, that was the
and then you played, obviously, 28 Regalia. Man, those were close games. What were your thoughts? So you've been playing Blazer Knights all day. What was your experience against 28 Regalia?
That was actually the first time I got to play against him, and if he didn't punt the game, I think I would have for sure lost. I don't think it was a question.
Okay.
But, yeah.
It was fun to watch, man. Both the two of you guys were playing excellent games. It was really fun. So I see here on the side, I'm going to go through the side real quick. You had a Blazer, an April, a Maribel, 2 Maribels, 2 Death Sights, 2 Glimpse of Kaguya, 2 Return to Stories, 2 King's Servant, and 3 Jewel Branch of Harai. I see why King's Servant. I see why Jewel Branch. I think Jewel Branch saved you a lot today.
Oh yeah.
I think that was a really good tech. Glimpse of Kaguya and Return to Story.
I thought I was going to be using Glimpse a lot more.
Okay.
And I was I was thinking we'd see some sort of Banzai Grim or just Bow Grim, any kind of Grim.
Oh, so you were okay. So
Oh,
so Glimpse of Kage was for Bogrim, or Grim in general,
Grim in
and then you
general.
just didn't see it. Okay. Yeah. So let's see if there's any other questions. What does he wish he could have put in? So if there's any card that you thought that if you could have put in a card, like if you could have added something to the list, what would you have changed?
I really don't know.
You really don't know.
I really don't know. Demon Flame?
We have.
Think about it.
We have.
You got laser, now you have all the red, and you just like demon flame with your bows.
Yeah, we have on the other side of the camera. Actually, we have Quinn, who you just saw, and he's saying demon flames, and I think that could be a good.
Yeah,
And if
yeah.
you run Blazer, I was looking at the list and I was like, okay, so I see why he runs Blazer, but you didn't have any like red kind of things.
No, Blazer was kind of a last minute
Add in.
Yeah.
Well, it paid off. How does it feel to kill a god? It's not unbeatable. It's also, I said what I want to say about 28 Regalia earlier. How does Zach feel? I'm not gonna say that.
Don't say that one.
Someone said why no Rapunzel?
I know Rapunzel?
I don't know why you would put Rapunzel in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think we would all agree that'd probably be too slow.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
One thing that I have to ask, because I did the same thing on my channel when I did an Arla like ground basing list. Gwyber.
I really liked him for the turn 6 play with Celestial, but I didn't find myself playing him a lot because I do run 8 1-drops.
Okay.
But I'd find myself, if I had the 1-drops in hand, I wouldn't want to save them for Gwyber. I would just want to play them
When they needed to. Okay. Yeah. So I think everything flies already. Yeah. What do you think about? I mean, obviously we have a full set that's going to come out before Nats. But do you think you're going to try to stick to Angels moving forward, or are you going to try something else?
I already decided when I get home, I'm going to try and build as many decks as I can.
Trying to build as many decks as you can. Okay,
Yeah.
sweet. Well, congratulations again. Good job.
Thank you.
Congratulations for that. Thanks a lot for stopping in for the interview. And again, congratulations and good luck in Nats.
Thank
so,
you.
Sweet. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Do you want to come on? Okay.
Let's get this out.
Let's get this. I mean, you don't have to. You're allowed to not.
I don't care.
You're allowed to not. Okay. Hey, look who it is. Hey, buddy. How's it going? How you feeling?
It's going.
It's going. So, 28 Regalia later. Arla main board. 4 Percivals, 4 Cheshire Cats, 4 Queen's Butlers, and then 4 of all the Regalia. Just nothing but Regalia. Sideboard of Kane, Little Red, 4 Justice, a Breath of Godsword, a Breath of God, 4 Magic Stones of Heat Ray, and 4 Magic Stones of Gusting Scales. So why Arla for your main board?
She flies.
Because
Like there are two,
she flies.
Two reasons. She flies.
She flies.
And she gives the Artemis 4 counters, which
Because of the 4
is just huge.
Yeah. What? I'm doing
We're
an
trying
interview.
to conduct something here.
I'm doing an interview. Okay, I'm doing an interview. I'll be there in a minute. Don't rip it. Anyway. So because of the flying, I mean, I honestly think it's the best version for main board.
Yeah, like everybody was like, Kane is just so much faster. I'll take the turn slower to have evasion and give my bows 4 counters.
Yeah, I also think that you were doing this all day when I was watching you in between, when you were not on stream. Using Gleipnir to force a block with Cheshire Cat. I thought that was very, very innovative.
I mean, like, especially against other decks that have, like, Artemis in it. They can't Artemis my Cheshire Cat, then I clear the way, or I'll just, like, let the cat die, and then I can just, like, swing over for lots of damage.
Yeah, I think that was good. So, obviously we know why Kane. We know why Kane was in the sideboard. But Little Red, the true fairy tale. Why was he in your side?
Because she is a she.
She is a she.
She has boobs.
It's true.
Yeah, it is true. But she also says on the other side that she cannot be targeted by black or red spells. And when
Or
I play,
abilities.
Or abilities. So when I play against Blazer,
Yeah.
they flip and it does nothing.
Right. So why didn't you do that game 3? That was the question.
Because I would have to side in 4 green-white lands, and
Okay.
I didn't want to have to like risk like not hitting those stones when I thought that I could still go just as aggro with 4 butlers, the additional Breath of the God, and just kill so much faster.
So what do you take out for your 4 stones?
For the 4 stones, I take out the 3 mono light stones and 1 moonshade.
That's what I thought. I was looking at the list and I was like, I feel like that's what you would do.
Yeah.
So you took a gamble with not siding into the little red.
And I mean, as we saw, had I not done those misplays in games 2 and 3, it would have paid off.
Yeah, it definitely would have. Sticking with it. Unfortunately, sometimes, you know, it's been a long day. We've been here since 11 a.m.
11?
11 a.m.
Me and my buddy, we woke up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, you guys
Grab
from
Milwaukee.
Yeah, so way far away.
Yeah, it was about 6 hours, and the sad thing is we figured, okay, we leave at 4, 6 hours puts us there at 10, we have an hour buffer time. What we didn't take into consideration was the time zone change.
So you lost the time zone change, yeah.
So we got here 2 minutes before registration ended. I tried to scribble down my deck list and throw people my money.
And it worked. I mean, you walked in paying 30, you walk out with 200, and a playmat.
And a playmat.
And an invite to Nets, in a sense, because you got a 25-point token, which is enough to get you an invite.
Now I
to
just
Nets.
need 95 more points for 2 buys.
Now you just need 95 more points for 2 buys.
There will be more ARGs.
Oh, there are a lot more ARGs. We're probably going to host another one here before Nats happens. I can't promise, but I know that we want to. So
someplace nearby will.
So here's the question. So let's see. Why did you side in a little red? We talked about that. Yeah. What was your line? What was your matchups today? So game 1.
Round one, I played the mirror. I played against Paul, who also made top 8.
Okay.
He was on the mirror.
Was he the Arlamir as well?
He was the Arlamir.
He was the Arlamir. Okay.
I found out that he had been testing with like Cosmore, and like they kind of came up on that as well. So game 1, I saw more Percival's and Regalia than he did.
Yep.
Like good Regalia. Game 2, he sided into Kane.
Okay.
And I was like, that's pretty interesting since it hits my butlers and it hits my Percivals, but I can save Percival if need be. And he swings in with Kane, and I do something, and essentially I double Artemis.
Okay.
And I take him off of Imperishable, and his Kane just dies game 2. He has no J ruler, and he's essentially trying to fight. He actually main boards 2 or 3 Mephistopheles.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And
the Mephistopheles.
Game 1, he plays a Percy. He flips 3 Mephistopheles in the Percy trigger and concedes game 2.
Oh, after it dies.
Yeah.
So
Because
you killed it. He plays Percy. All 3 Mephs go to bottom of the deck, and he just extends.
Yeah.
And so that's a 2-0 win for you.
That was 2-0.
Okay, so that was round 1.
That
right?
was round 1.
So round 2, you played against.
That's a good question. Give me a second. What did I play against round 2? I played against. I think I played against Blazer Knights.
Blazer Knights.
Yeah.
Game 3 or round 3.
Round 3, I played against my buddy that came with in the mirror.
Okay.
And we actually drew that.
You just yeah. So you drew it out. Round 4.
Round 4 was another Blazer Knights, and I got there against that one. And then round 5 was Prisia.
Ooh. Okay.
And it was like Prisia with a whole bunch of the little 1-drop rats. And
so it's Beast Prisia.
Yeah, and the little like beaver-looking thing that like pumps target creature by +2 when it comes in.
Yeah. Beavers and Beasts.
Like that was. He couldn't really do anything against all the Artemises.
All the Artemises.
So
yeah.
there was
they're all small drops.
And then going into top 8, I played against Paul, the mirror match again.
Right.
I 2-0'd him. He actually left Arla in for game 2 this time, but I saw all the Percys and all the Cheshire Cats, and he didn't.
That happens.
And then
sometimes it's a game of Percys.
Yeah. Going into top 4, I played against. I can't remember his name. He was the police officer guy. He's playing Blazer Knights. He was my only loss in Swiss, so I got to go for my revenge. Game 1, I just came in way too fast, and he couldn't handle it.
Couldn't handle it.
And game 2, he actually kills my Arla.
Yeah.
And I kill him with several Mary Bells to the face with flying.
Right.
From,
Yeah, I watched that. You guys were both ruler dead, and just Mary Bell, Mary Bell, Mary Bell, Mary Bell.
Yep.
Okay. And then obviously we saw the final two.
He was top decking, so I wasn't worried about him getting like anything like huge.
You have the advantage there because you can just keep using Mary Bell every turn.
Yep.
So cool.
And then the final round was game 1. I walked him, and then game 2 I should have definitely pitched that lave before I let Maribel resolve.
Yeah.
If I do that, then he doesn't expect the Breath of the God. I Breath of God, and then I just win game 2.
Yeah. I was watching the play. And again, that's one of those things where people were saying on the stream like, oh, a situation like Worlds, but the thing was, it was repairable.
Yeah.
I was watching on stream. Our other judge was there. He didn't catch it, but I did, so I needed to come around and say something. And kudos on you. I respect you a lot for. You handled it like a gentleman. You knew what it meant.
Oh, yeah.
You knew what it meant as soon as I walked over and started calling into question. But you handled it great. Huge respect for that.
Oh yeah, I mean, if I mess up, I'm not gonna try and like argue with you saying no, put it in my favor.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's one of those things where you hate having to make that call because I feel like it's one of those times where like you have to make a call that you know is going to have repercussions for the event, for the impact of the match.
Yeah.
But kudos, it takes a big man to say, you know what, it happened, and be okay with it. And I think that you've shown that. So,
And then, like I said,
everybody knows that it happened, but I give you massive kudos for the way you handled it.
Like, I'm glad that you came and caught it before like game state was like unrepairable.
Right.
Because then I would have felt really bad when somebody pointed it out and I'm like, oh.
Right, yeah, and that's why I jumped up and immediately ran over it because I was like, we can repair that game state, we can track that card,
Yep.
Everything was good. So, obviously you're going to try to hit more ARGs to try to earn buys for Nats.
Yeah.
Still going to play Arla, you think? Or is Arla, I call it Arla side. I like 28 Regalia.
I can't stand this deck. I hate this deck.
You hate this deck, so this is dead.
Yeah.
This deck is dead
like,
to you.
I ran it because I didn't know what to run, and I asked my teammate Zach Tufford. I was like, "What do I play?" He's like, "I still think Arla is good," and I was like,
Okay.
all right. And then I know a couple of my other friends from Team Tavern, they went and played in Atlantic City today. And we ran the exact same main deck, but his sideboard was completely different. But I don't know, like.
So you're a member of Team Tavern?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a member of Team Tavern.
Yep, they accepted me after I top 8'd Houston.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, man.
Because then.
Now, so question.
Yeah.
Being on their team, because I know this might be a good question, because I know I have asked about it, because being a like individual on the YouTube presence, like I'm not really looking for a team, but I know that other people are starting to look for it, especially since we're entering season 2.
Yeah.
Major. So teams are going to happen. Being on the team obviously means you say that you represent them, you get presence on the website, stuff like that. What does being on the team get you?
As long as I continue to do well, let's say that there's a tournament far away that I would definitely not want to drive to, and I don't want to pay the money to fly. As long as they can afford it, they will comp my flying and the hotel.
Okay.
And any cards that I need, and I essentially give them all the promos and all of my prize to sell and fund back into what they paid for.
So essentially, like if you were to go to Worlds, or sorry, not Worlds, if you were to go to say like a regional, it's too far away, they pay your way there, and you top 8.
Yes.
You obviously, even better, say you win, or top 2. You keep your Worlds invite, you keep your travel, but promos, playmat, everything else, gone.
Yep. Which I think is completely fair. I mean,
absolutely.
Like, vice versa. If I can afford to pay for myself to go,
Then you can keep price.
they get nothing.
Right, so you get to keep it.
Like,
so it's
unless
just,
I'm like a gentleman and I'm like, you know what, I just want to fund the team, which I might do, and just like hand it over and be like,
maybe.
here.
Okay, yeah, cool. So that's
But,
pretty
I mean,
awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and we also have like the insight, knowledge pool from like Zach Tufford, Chance Turner, Brian Liu, who went to
who
Worlds.
went to Worlds, yeah, absolutely.
And then like Kyle, who's our manager. He's more white collar to our blue collar, so we just let him do businessy things while we.
So he doesn't really play card games. He just manages it.
He plays, and when he's like, "Hey guys, how about this?" We're just like, "That's really cute."
So he's one of those guys. The last question is, if you did have to switch, obviously you want to switch decks.
Yeah.
We obviously don't know what Twilight Wanderer is going to hold for us. What do you think you see yourself playing now? What do you think is currently really big? Other than 20 every game.
Big. I built a Priscilla mid-range deck that I am head over heels for.
Is it? Hold on. Is it blue-green?
No. It's black, green, red.
Black, green, red.
So the only the red is for I play 4 of the King Longs. I play 3 turtle, 3 bird, 2 tiger, 4 bow, 4 demon flames, 4 flames of the outer world. 3 Zeeks and 3 Keen Sense.
So it's very much, I'm gonna bait out your early plays with spot removal until suddenly you're being overwhelmed by beasts.
Yeah, and then I'll play Behemoth on turn 5 or 6, which they expect, and then what they don't expect is I also play 2 Blazer Eater Dimensions. So I'm just I'm gonna play this fat 11/11 and just swing it.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, the bow plus demon flames plus flames of the outer world is good, and I play 4 familiar, so I'm okay, I'll play a familiar, draw a card, I will pay 1, deal 3 to that thing with familiar, and then demon flame it to death.
Yeah, that kills it pretty good.
Yeah, and then even when I play a turtle and I have to bounce something with 1, I'll bounce familiar back to my hand, play familiar.
Oh, that's great. I did not think about that. That is really good.
Yeah, I love it. And then
so just shoot me that list.
Got it.
And I just will never play against you in an event ever. I love Priscilla too. I'm a huge Priscilla fan. I honestly, I was thinking about Worlds a lot. I didn't get to go. I didn't have. I thought about doing a Kickstarter to be hey, get DMO 7 to the Worlds, but then I decided to go to the playmats instead. Felt like it was a better idea. But I was thinking about Worlds, and I honestly believe that if a player had really taken the time to really tweak the Priscilla list, that it could have done really well at Worlds.
I definitely agree, because you still have bow, you still have mana fixing, you still have demon flame,
castling, Alice castling.
It's awful. I don't like it. Well, I think it's way too.
I think in the sealed environment of Worlds it could have been good. I think castling personally, I think castling is really the only real kind of tempo card we've had for this game. A true tempo. You spend your resource, I respond, flip, get an extra effect on you, and draw. So you waste stuff, and I just went plus. It's tempo.
The only way that I feel that benefits me is if I ship a tiger, a turtle, or another King Long to the bottom, and then I put a King Long in and can still draw another card. So if I draw 2 cards, then I feel I don't lose as much presence by sending something relevant.
Yeah, right, absolutely. Right. Again, it's a matter of tweaking lists and stuff, but that's awesome. The black, I'm very interested in that black green red list. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm just Priscilla, man, all day. Priscilla for life. She's great. Great card.
Her gods are either wins you games or saves you from death and potentially wins you games.
Yeah, absolutely. So thanks again. Congratulations again for taking second.
Oh yeah.
We'll obviously see more of you at different events. Thanks for taking time to interview, and of course, have a good one, man. You too. Yeah, take it easy, guys. So there you have it, guys. That is the ARG Force of Will here from Fenton, Michigan. This has been DMO73 with you on stream. Top 8 lists are going to get posted in a little while. All of the stuff that you're watching right now is going to get posted on my YouTube channel. And so go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/DMO73. You can watch future streams on this channel, twitch.tv DMO73. I'm going to be providing you as much stuff as I can in the future. And until next time, this is DMO73 signing off.